It's connecting, okay? So I'm gonna bring my phone.
Yeah.
The race is in set right there. So for the parade. So race is not here. So we could just pick up. I don't want to announce it. He's announcing it. Yeah. We might not need it. So we might only need one microphone. So we just only need use the hold on.
So we're just gonna use the El Gato?
Mic from the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
William,
No.
can you test with the battery once more?
There you go. Oh.
Thank you. So one more time, just because I want to give it. Work, not even working yet.
Oh, Gina. Jean got it for us.
Any difference, William? Can you try the GoPro one more time?
Let me D A N
N
N
A
A
im33 at gmail.com.
Choose. I didn't send. Huh?
What? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. 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 Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
If you want to talk. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. We're testing live though, but it's private. Oh, okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, 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 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. So if I interview somebody, you can sit right here.
So we are good. We just need to work on the other camera
If we want a way to like interview somebody over there, we take the camera. Is that would that work?
we can take the camera at the G phone.
We can do the
Right.
ninja. Yeah.
And then you take the mic.
Right.
Right. So can we set that up?
We can set that up.
You don't have the mic on the phone. Right. Let me see.
With
Scene 3. Okay, this is wet. Okay. Wet. Okay. So, all right.
Testing, testing.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Talk.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Oh, that's clear.
All right. Do a
Testing.
quick spiel real quick.
Testing. Oh, it's good. Clearly goes.
Let's mute this.
I muted the camera. Well, muted it.
And we're testing this. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to be going live here pretty soon. We're still private, right? Okay. Yeah, we're going to be going live pretty soon. We got the basketball behind us. Last year they had performances here, so we set up here, but it's okay. It's still good. We're still good. So they're playing basketball right now. The parade is supposed to start here. I don't know. It's supposed to be at 9, but it's a little after 9.
Is that because that phone is on? The speaker is on? Okay. Don't bring in the headphone. Yeah. Okay, see that?
Yeah. Testing, 1, 2, and so we're gonna be starting here pretty soon. They're still trying to set everything up still. So when we get that ready, we'll start. So we're gonna start it pretty soon. So as soon as they start, then we'll send it to you live. Okay. So if I interview somebody, then I'll have to.
Right, but don't go
I
too
have to
far
go like
because
this,
that's
and then if they're standing there, I'll go. Okay.
So, okay, so this is the live stream. The studio is right there. So now we go to the Panasonic. Got the web. Got on the web. You want Gene?
Yeah, Dominic.
Yeah. Hey, how
So
you doing?
if you
Good.
and then Panasonic, then the web. one? One? Gene, bring it this way more. Yeah, add it. At an angle of this.
Yep.
Ready? Are we on?
There and talk to your people and other people are doing
When it's ready to go, when I'm ready to talk. All right. Skip tash was the muy año de Isidro Lopez and how much ia at the Kaijimuk Tash in Santa Rosa village. Lot of stuff going on. There is basketball behind us, so you hear the basketball noise. There's also gospel concert, I think, jam over here on this side, and then we have a slew of booths that we'll probably be visiting as well. And then we certainly have the parade. The parade is coming right up the road. It should be here pretty soon. So just sit back and let's watch this. Well, manyabakai chia, banchagi Isidro Lopez, amjadawama de Tonka Media, and how much it's plush, kaijamak plush, how much wo moi hai chum bo ya about shi tam ba mo mo chum choi chum ji ai go ma pa gam mom hai mo ma nhớ gospel mo pa ka Josh nhớ in tam pa gam hơi chum ji the boots mom choi ki right here chapel band jam ya pi trauma volleyball mo pa ka people chu ba pa ma shom chum him parade so the boy hai parade as they're coming by um and earlier they had the fun run, fun walk. I know a lot of the people did. That was a good crowd, a good crowd. Some of them went 2.5 miles. Some of them went 3 miles. Mưa cầm mưa, hơi cầm mò walk. So how much? Hay bahya ka cha mas primo si mo jama travel ma jag parade bahya ba pia him here. I don't know masuk ke ba pia mas mo pin. So bahya hai mi nakuguma pa ishano ida kaich muktash. Also a lot of fundraising that's also going on too. A lot of arts and crafts. But I know there's a fundraising for my now it's Jason Wood, his family who's putting on something. I know the GOL left, the golf people are also out here, and I don't remember this other booth on this side, but we do have a lot of other arts and crafts that are here. So thank you, Gene, for the burrito. It was great. I loved it. But they're coming here, so we'll see. All right. Um, how much? I don't know if you can see it, but how much we have the Kaijamuk Tasha Grand Marshal. It looks like the Grand Marshal, and I don't have anything with me, but it looks like the Grand Marshal is the soccer team. The soccer team, I think they're all Grand Marshal. I can see Antonita Maristo in there, one of her staff. The other people that are in there, Alicia Lopez. Oh God, Lucio. I see Lucio in there. I don't guys being Sihamati Damat, but that are with them almost right now. But if we can aim the camera downward a little more, we can probably see them. There's Antonita waving really high, and these are the Gene. This needs to go down a little, if you can see where I'm holding it down at the bottom. So that's the Kaishimu. That looks like the Santa Rosa. Hold on, Gene's messing with the camera here. Um, see how you can kind of like okay. So the next so the next one coming through is the Santa Rosa Day School. Used to be the Santa Rosa Boarding and Day School. They don't have the boarding anymore, but now they have the Santa Rosa Day School. That's number one coming right there, and just cute. They have this little bus that they're rolling through. Awesome, awesome. That might be a winner there, G.
I know.
That might be a winner. Hi. So that's our bus. Santa Rosa Day School. Looks like little kids rode it. That was awesome. It's awesome. Totally awesome. I can see somebody with the purple hair. I don't know if anybody's in purple hair at Santa Rosa Day School, but hey, it looks cute. So, and then we have somebody on the horse, riding a horse. I'm not, I'm not gonna guesstimate who that is because I don't know until we come up closer. Um, but here is, I think that might be the rodeo queen. Oh God, I don't know. Oh, here's some more part of Santa Rosa Day School right here. They're giving us some little things. I love the kids. I love the kids on there. That's awesome. I don't know who did that. Um, I think it's Miss Dawn Autumn Nation or Rodeo Queen. Dawn Autumn Rodeo Queen coming right here. I forgot her name, but if you can put it in the comments, that'll be great. Help us. But Miss Dawn Autumn Nation Rodeo Queen. Oh, that horse is interesting. Horse is interesting. Morning. So so yes, that looks like the Dawn Autumn Mission Rodeo Queen that's coming here. Yazi. What was her name? Or Adrian? Adrian Yazi right here. Awesome. Thank you. And then we have the I don't know, somebody sports account crew. This is from the um, number 3. Solid waste. TOCC, Don Autumn Community College. That's their uh, grade entry. Number 3, Don Autumn Community College. Thanks for coming out. Awesome. I love the way that I love the way they use the corn stuff in their thing. It's awesome. They have a little house also in the back. Um, that's also on there. So cool, cool. Uh, we have a few people still coming down. I don't know if they're trying to take pictures. Oh, I know who that is. That is Miss Sharon Francisco. That's her daughter. Her daughter is the oh God, Miss Indian Rodeo. God, I'm gonna butcher this, and she's gonna hate me for it. But um, she is the rodeo queen from the Native American, something with Native American. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll ask um, Sharon as they get closer. But she doesn't have her horse. She doesn't have her horse, which is cool. Sometimes you don't see them walking, but she's got her e-sport or whatever you call it. Her what she's kicking. So they have that as well. Awesome. Maybe we'll get it if she comes later. We'll get an what talk to her a little bit about what her what her reign is and what she's done. I know they go to a lot of rodeos and perform a lot with what they're doing right now. That is Miss Indian. Is it Miss Indian? They are hugging people as they go. It looks like rain. I'm feeling rain a little. Seed bunny. So that's how you would say rain in autumn, or rather Juk is rain, but Sibun is when just before the rain starts coming, there's little droplets of rain that's there. So that's also one that's on there. Um, so she's looks like she's delivering, and there are still one more, or I think that's her float behind her. So it's got saddles on there. So Miss Indian Rodeo, Miss Indian Rodeo. Uh, what was her name? Sorry, Rihanna. Rihanna Lopez. So that's Miss Indian Rodeo. Um, is there with you guys over there? Oh, no. So we have another float coming. Don't know the float name, but they got four saddles, or five saddles on there. That's also coming. Okay, so I don't know what these saddles are for. Maybe that's for today's uh, winners. I'm not sure because it says champion sheep rider. Yes, that's probably the saddles for today. Champion calf, champion steer, champion bull, champion legends bull. Those are the saddles for them. So that's cool. And then we have our last coming out here. Then we have our last coming out here. But that's what we have for the Kaijmuktash. Again, they're inviting everybody to come out and have a great time with them. As mentioned, they're having basketball that's here. They have fundraisers also as well. Tonka Media is here, and certainly also our HR is here also. If you need some jobs, you're looking for a job, may have some applications, you can just fill it out right here. And then down this way, we have some of the booths that are here. Um, and then we have the gospel music um, I think that's what they're having as well. So it looks like it's a lot of people starting to show up um, here. So if there's anybody that that hasn't come out here, they're starting to pile up here. So we will probably take it back to the basketball courts just to look at some what they're doing with the basketball, and then when we have some interviews or we talk to people, and we can bring them on and we can talk to them as well. So uh, and I think the championship, the basketball is probably going to end today after they win and have this. But here comes Miss Indian Rodeo, and we'll go ahead and interview her. Oh, she turned around and walked the other way. So, okay, so we'll turn around to the basketball.
Careful. The top is open.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Okay. Are we still okay with the mic on? Or with them on? We're still okay?
We didn't get any research
Okay.
this year, so please help yourself with the chairs over there. They are marked, please do not take them home. They belong to the community, so you'll have a chair next year. So please be mindful, do not take the chairs, the white chairs.
So do not take the chairs. Do not take the white chairs home. I remember they used to set when they had chairs and they would bring it to the church, and then later on it just got lost, and everybody was like, "Where's all those chairs we got?" And it was all at other people's houses. I know I have one. I think I still have one too. Sorry, Anigo. Can we today we're out here at the Kajimuktash, and we're just going to interview some people, just talk to them about what they do and how they're doing. I know Doreen here, who is our recruiter, Doreen Thomas from Cover Wealth, is our recruiter, and she's going to talk a little bit about what positions or jobs that we need at the nursing home. So again, if you're if you know of somebody, or maybe you're just trying to figure out maybe a change of career and you want to choose something different, and maybe you don't have a certificate and you want to start something at the bottom, maybe you just got out of high school, maybe you need to start a position, entry level position, and then get that, and you slowly move up. At Tonka, we are proud of the people that we've moved up from starting at the very bottom to being a manager. We've had a lot of successes with that, and we've also had a lot of successes of people that are just barely entering into the work world and then finding the job. But I'm gonna give it to Doreen a little bit to introduce herself again and talk a little bit about what she does. Doreen.
Good gosh, I'm Doreen Thomas, and I am from Cover Wells. And I've been with Tonka for just under a year, so it'll be a year on the 30th of this month. So
Ooh.
it's been quite a ride. So we have a few openings. For instance, environmental services supervisor, maintenance worker, unit clerk, health information supervisor, and prep cook. And of course, our nursing, we're looking for CNAs, licensed practical nurses, registered nurses, and caregivers. And one of those positions that Cedro was talking about, if you're just out of high school or need to get your certificate, your GED or high school diploma, one of those positions is the caregiver position. Or need a caregiver, and you can start, and we'll help you get your GED and be certified if you need that help. So that's a great position to get into. And of course, from there, caregiver, you could also go into the CNA or the nursing area. And another position, maybe that's an entry level, is the maintenance worker. And that's a position that is entry level as well. So if you have your high school diploma or GED and have a little bit of experience in facility work, maintenance work, groundskeeping, any of those things that everybody does around the house.
Right, right.
So yeah, come in and fill out an application, or you can apply online. And right now, just to let you know, we're hiring a prep cook, and those interviews are going to be done next week.
So if somebody were to want to apply for the prep cook, will they get interviewed next week, or what's that process
Yes.
of filling it out and what have you?
Yes, you have the weekend right now, and you can go online and apply at www.toltc.org. Put in your applications. I am going to be reviewing applicants up until probably Monday or Tuesday, because we need to get that position filled. So if you can get that done over the weekend, and get it in. If you have any issues, you can give us a call and we'll help you through it. You can also apply with the paper application. If you come into our office, you can come in on Monday. We're open 8 to 5. Fill out that application and see if we can get you through that process.
Do you have applications here?
Yes.
Or, okay, so
I actually have paper applications
and
here.
we have a pen.
Yes.
So we have applications, a pen, paper, and we
Yep.
have a chair. You sit down right
Um,
here and you fill it out,
Yep.
and Doreen will take it.
Yep.
And just try to remember that, in these, there's other documents that come with the application that you need to have. One is your high school diploma or GED or something to that effect. If you don't need it, then you
Right.
don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to have it.
Yeah,
But
you.
so long as we know. The other thing is,
That's it.
once you're
Yeah.
selected, then we go through our
Right.
process
Right.
of security clearance and what
Right.
have you. And once we get that position available, then or once we've chosen the individual. And I always say, there are 10 people that apply for one job and one person gets it. Doesn't mean that the 9 people shouldn't just ever apply again. You can always reapply. We will keep your
Right.
your
Application.
application for 6 months.
Yes.
And so if there's a position that comes available, we send them notification or let you know.
Right.
If you ever, and I hear this from community members, if you ever um, didn't get any response, maybe you didn't check your email, so you need to constantly check that and your phone.
Yes.
But if you don't get a response, please call. Don't just
Absolutely.
tell other people
Yeah.
and get mad. Call and talk to Doreen. She's
Yep.
available. She has her number as well, so she can get a hold of you and what those things are going to be. So
Yes.
okay. So this is so if yeah, they're gonna be here. So they're gonna be here for a while. So we'll stop at this interview and we'll go to another interview and then just keep going to other interviews. So we'll turn it back over to Gene or William. Test, test. We just keep testing. Okay. We just keep testing. Yeah. Test, Gene. Can you still hear me? Test, Gene. Can you still hear me? Test, Gene. Can you still hear me? Right. So we're gonna interview some of these booths, but we're trying to test our markets. Tonka Media is not ABC. We're not the professional here, but we do what we can with We do what we can with 3 people. Right here, sketchy. How about right here, Gene? Are we okay? So if we move out, if I move out and the camera moves out, we're not gonna. Okay, this is where we're sketchy. All right. Can we do it with the cam? Can we? And we're testing here, so please just know that. So can we do it with the camera's mic? Oh, maybe we can hold some more. Yeah. All right. Okay. See if we can do Yolanda. Sketchy. 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 Still sketchy. Gene, are we still sketchy? Gene, are we still sketchy? Are we still good? Are we still good back here? Are we still good here? All right. Oh, how are you?
Good morning.
Stand up. Let me introduce you. Let me interview you.
You mean the quick way you fixed it?
Hey, taso Joe.
My red lipstick. My stomach.
Hey, as I mentioned, we're going to be interviewing some people here. One of the booths, the first one, this is Credit and Finance from the Thon Organization. This is Yolanda Garcia. Yolanda is from North Comlick for a lot of people that know her. And I'll give her the mic so she can introduce herself and tell you what her program is. So,
My name is Yolanda Garcia. Nyamui Chipkan, the Credit and Finance Program. Often people mix us up with CDFI, that is located by the Beshes Plaza, and EDA, which is another entity of the nation. But Achim, we help the small business owners either to expand their business with technical assistance. If you need to come and see us, we are located right up at, I don't know the streets right offhand, but if you go by Motor Pool, we're the only building facing south. And our face of our building is, I believe it's number 53, and we're gray. We're a gray face building with a handicap ramp in the front.
are you guys the ones that do the presentations out in the communities? I'm trying to remember who, like they'll do certain money management stuff out there. Are you guys the ones that do that?
Yes, how Isidro, and I'm more talkative in autumn than I am in
Well, then
English.
say it in Oregon because the residents are all of them.
Yeah, and so but you mas machipkan ha mach buwash mi awam ka how much kam tas mas much the chipkan has mas mo sa panyo ko the uriarga, and we do go out to the different communities, districts, with hoodie boy to. You know, we're more than happy to go out there. Moy umum and moy tasha mas chipam jid ka tas mas much the chipkan. And we do have trainings. Our trainer is Warren Garcia Buup. He's my coworker. Our manager is Maria Eckerman. And we do a lot of these business expos, and then we're pretty much booked until the end of November. Next week we'll be out in Hickman District. The following week it's San Lucy's Himdaktash. The weekend after that we'll be in Guwa, I believe.
And ita aliar machamaga. I know mapapkaj maprabua a lot of the business presentations, but ita like huma makahujer kariar ka mas matas mas manyuko kariar ka napagamba pawa gam those presentations.
We can how matri hasyam I touch it kudut in their duaka chika mas my but it has to be a small business owner of the nation. Much is that they have a TPT licensing how much come the licensing, but it's tax privilege. Transaction tax privilege much of the chipkan on the nation. On the nation in Florence Village, San Lucie, San Javier, West Valley, Casino, and yeah, the nation as a whole.
And I if you're starting your business, somebody starting their business, they have to pay into the TPT. So they go to her behalf to do it. And how much is it? Do you know?
Yeah, mo swim ka TPT or your licensing mo hit to the Treasury's office mo ni ka Wendy Salcido, or you can go online on the nation's website under the Treasury website mo do the fill in of the application. Or feel free to come stop by at our office my mom to fill it out, but it is $5 for 5 years. $5 so much, yeah, how much Egyptian. So I would recommend that if you're to start a business to do it now to get your licensing mo
How long does the tashim
5 years or the process right now. We Windy just the other day when we knew that it's taking anywhere from a week to 3 weeks, even the processing. Mo it was like 2 to 3 days, but now I guess there's more people getting their TPTs and Goya Habaiti Tashihim because they're categorizing them.
Okay. So if there's any other questions, how do they? What's your number and how do they get a hold of you?
Numero, Hutas Gok Sikork, Waikik Waik, Waik Gok Hutas Waik.
Okay.
And that's 520-383-3253, our office number.
I'm just hi but hi up or
Yeah, mati hajut kaka, you know, my mom guys Maria recommends our manager Warren Garcia Moptom Chipkan and Homochia at our booth. We do have information. Mini brochure, it tells everything in there.
okay. So you hi Yolanda out here. She's usually always at all the events that happen and has her little booth. Ikea a tent. Na sa mga fraud so kad bahia na pimo is stone.
Yeah,
So yeah, surfing the fraud surfing
yeah.
but she's usually there and she has her stuff too. She got masks and visors. So if you want to come out and see her and talk to her, or my about nakasama sa mamurs ka pastor di chip ka nam chums is shon wa him mabaya ka jan my show so the tat per pio amateur don tasmas my show so the tat per pesa jo ma so if you don't know how to fill out well, a lot of the documents she's talking about, they will help you. You can call credit and finance and they will help you fill that out. Anybody there can help you fill it out. If you're just starting a business, it's $5 to start the business. And that, a lot of that has to do with TPT, which is transaction privilege tax. I think that's what it's called. So, and because we all have to pay taxes, so the tribe also certainly
Except
gets
for the
its
food
money.
vendors.
Except for the food. So if there is a food vendor that wants to start a business in food vending, they don't need to pay
They still have to get
the license.
the license, but they don't get taxed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all, even arts and crafts.
No,
Native arts.
well, it just depends. I think because we do have those in the cities that sell at different events, so they do have to sell Hobbit, but it's to their city.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, it's good talking to Yolanda. Good talking to Credit and Finance. And this is one of the booths. We'll probably try to get the other booths to come over and talk.
One more thing I was gonna say, Monk, you know, we do have families that that get their children started at an early age.
Right.
And so we do take those parents as well in helping their children to achieve and meet their goals and them selling, because we do have some little entrepreneurs that sell pens and stuff for school supplies. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you.
You too.
Can we do these guys behind you? Can we talk to one of your representatives? Whoever your representative is. It's on YouTube. We don't have to if you're not comfortable. All right. All right. No worry. Right. And that's only what I wanted to find out. Okay. No worries. Okay. All right. Well, you guys can do it. Well, we do have another booth that are here that's here just on Mashimakut Namke. In fact, I did meet somebody in yesterday in Golden Corral, one of the ladies that works with them that also teaches in Strukatuak. And we had a good talk about autumn, and she watches my videos when I teach autumn and stuff like that. So that was awesome. But they're here also too if you want to come out and see them too. But we'll try to stop by and see some of the other booths that will come down and talk to them about. So I try. All right. Thank you. Coming back to you from Kajimuktas here today in Santa Rosa. We have, as I mentioned earlier, we're slowly starting to interview booths and who they are and what they do here. And you're our second booth. Introduce yourself and let us know who you are and what you do here, or what you're going to be doing here, or what your booth is about.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kimberly Wang. I'm one of the program coordinators for the Pima County Health Department, the Community Mental Health and Addiction Team. So, we're here just to provide information about overdose prevention, and we're handing out items like Narcan, which is a medication that can reverse an opioid overdose. Opioids include things like fentanyl, heroin, oxycodone, hydrocodone. So, just providing that education to the communities on that they were handing this out and how you can use it and what's it for. We're also passing out fentanyl testing kits, for folks to test their drugs beforehand, just in case they are using and want to avoid that risk of an overdose.
And I hear that the, the fentanyl crisis, or rather the drugs or mental health, have a lot of issues today more than it has in the past. Um, so is that are those numbers is what you guys are seeing there, or?
Yeah, so our numbers reflect what we see nationally as well. So within the past 5 years, it has doubled. From there was around 250 deaths in 2017 from overdoses, and in 2023 there was 510 in Pima County specifically. And those are the similar things that we're seeing nationwide. It started with pharmaceutical opioids, so when they were prescribing that, it became really big deal, and people were starting to get addicted and dependent onto prescription opioids. And then soon the cartels were starting to put fentanyl into pills that look like prescription opioids. So fentanyl is 50 times more stronger than heroin and 100 times stronger than morphine. So they're incredibly lethal, especially in small doses. So that's why we're making sure folks have fentanyl testing strips and have Narcan to reverse opioid overdoses.
So Narcan, um, is it sold at the Walgreens or somewhere, or where is it sold other than you're giving it out for?
Yeah, so it is sold at pharmacies. There is a $40, $50 price tag to it though, but it is over the counter. But so we are handing it out for free because we know that that's a pretty hefty amount. We know that the Tohono Behavioral Health Program also hands them out. So we're just kind of here to support and strengthen the programs here too. So.
Oh, that's thank you, and that's really good. I know that the numbers are rising a lot of times, for especially some of the young kids these days, and I hear that Narcan and the nasal spray um, does help with a lot of the people that are they're overdosing. They don't know how much they're taking, and sometimes it's too much at one time, and they can overdose on it. And so I I'm glad that you have them for free. So if you're out there and you want one of these for free, come over to their booth. I think they're the second booth over, and see them. Kim, you see Kim, or what's the other guy's name?
Sure, Standifer?
Oh, Stan.
Yeah.
Yes, you could see him too, and get one of these, and also a lot of the stuff that they do offer as well. There's a lot more stuff that's at their booth, so you can certainly go and see them too. So, and I'm sure that they'll be around at other events here on the nation, and when they can, and to support some of what behavior health does, or Tonodam behavior health. So, thank you very much for being here, and have a great afternoon. It's nice and cool. So thank you. Thank you. We'll go back and switch it back to Gene, maybe to a commercial, and then we'll come back. All right. Thank you.
minutes.
I got you. I got you something. I got you something. Okay, he's coming. Somebody coming? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna mute this and enable the other one.
How is it? Test, 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 test. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, hey, hey. Whenever you're ready. Okay, one more time. This is our recovery program here. You ready? Are we ready? Awesome. Okay. So this today again we have the Kaijimuktash celebration that we have here, and I wanted to also we're interviewing booths as we go along. Some are a little shy, and some are not as shy, but that's good. But that's okay. A lot of these booths come out and put out their booths and programs and what they do. And as a lot of you guys know, that it is a voting year. It is a United States voting year, and we're going to be voting here on November 5th, I think it is. So we're going to go ahead and give it over to Harold, Darren, Darren, and let him introduce himself, his program, what he does, and what stuff we have, what he's going to have for you. So here we go. All right, and you can probably flip it. You can probably flip it on your just fold your t-shirt and flip it on there. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we're good. So go ahead, introduce yourself.
Okay, good morning. My name is Darren Moreno, healer with Sacramento. I'm here at President Punish with the chairman's office. I am a tribal organizer with the Arizona Democratic Party, and as Mr. Lopez here said, I'm from Gila River. I'm here just to assist the chairman's office with the Get Out the Vote efforts. We're less than 3 weeks away for a national election. There's also some local candidates on the ballot that are very important. So if you're in the area, we're set up here. Informational booths, come by. We have some placards. This is the front. This is the back. And we also have Harris Waltz signs. We have yard signs. Chairman's office has T-shirts. Um, and just here, just glad to be helping out, assisting the chairman's office. As a tribal organizer, our role or my role is to assist the sister tribe. So even though I'm from Gila River, I assist the Taino Nation, Pasco Yaqui, the Auction Indian community, and couple of events out at the San Carlos Apache tribe this past week, so that's what we're doing. So we'll be here today till probably around noonish, 1 or however long till we have material, till we run out. But yeah, come on, stop by the booth.
And if you stop by the booth, they'll give you some of the incentives that they have. They have
Correct,
some
correct. They have T-shirts. We
t-shirt.
have
Oh, they have
buttons.
t-shirts.
Oh, right here, T-shirts.
Yeah,
Yes.
t-shirt.
Pin-on buttons, stickers. We have a little pamphlet where the chairman's office created, or they're endorsing candidates. Come on, stop on by. And again, we're here. That's from the chairman's office, but from the party side, on my team, we have these placard signs. We have yard signs. So we'll be here today. Next weekend, we'll be out at the Traveling Eagle.
Oh,
And
okay.
then on Sunday, the 27th, we'll be in Casa Grande at Dave White Park. So these are all Don Autumn get out the vote efforts, and our role is just to collaborate and assist. So we'll be there at those next two events to assist them on those.
So get out the vote. Everybody vote on November 5th, whether
Right.
you're Democrat or Republican.
Right.
And get out there and vote. Your voice needs to be heard. I've been in, as a former, military. I've been in other countries where they don't have the right to vote, and some of them is their government is a little different here. Here it is a free elections. You need to get out there and vote, um, and make your voice heard. So again, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party, or Libertarian, just get out there and vote on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for
So we're
inviting me.
gonna go back out to. I said we're gonna interview other booths, and we'll take it back out to commercial.
Thank you. Where did I get my paper?
You know, see my button. It's press in front of TV. Ira, Vice Jose.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
married?
married to Don Jose. He's a meat manager with Dashos. Yeah, he's been there for like 24 years.
Oh God, I
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
remember them. Wow, interesting.
yeah.
Are you
And I've
San
been,
Carlos or White River?
yes, San Carlos. I've lived here for about 20, 22 years now.
That was San Carlos wanted to come down to see us,
Mhm.
and to like to see if they can get a nursing home there.
Yes.
Um, Again, Skug Tash. We're still here at the Kaijamuk Tash days. I have Ira Jose. Did I say it right? Yeah,
Yes.
Ira Jose here from the Tohono O'odham Nation's Human Resources, and she's going to talk a little bit about their booth and what they do here, what they're doing here. Us at Tonka always say that anybody that wants to switch from the nursing home to go to the nation and work for the larger nation, we have no problem with that. We're still everybody's still benefiting in this whole world of working for anybody here on the nation, and so we're glad that we can bring people to you, and obviously we get people from you guys that come to us, but we share the same benefits program and all of that. So I'm can you talk a little bit about your booth, what you guys do, and what benefits, what have you?
Good gosh, everyone. My name is Ira Jose. I am a benefits specialist with the Donatam Human Resources Office. We do have our booth here today. I also have our human resources risk team, who is Tamra. So she can give you more information about like the employment section, how to apply. We do have paper applications available at our booth. We also have a QR code that you can scan with our updated positions that are open. We do have temporary positions that we're currently trying to push to the community. Again, I do work with the benefits, so I can tell you that once you apply for a full-time position, you are eligible to receive benefits, which is medical, dental, vision. We do have our 401k. We recently have our new retirement administrator, who is Jennifer Salaya. So
Oh,
if anyone has questions about how our 401k works, how much they're able to contribute, how much the nation will contribute to that 401k, they can contact her directly. And I would really stress, like, we do work with the separate entities as well in providing benefits. That's including the districts, Archie Hendricks, TOCC, also judicial is under our benefits as well. So
legislative.
and legislative as well. Yes, here.
So a lot of people don't sometimes don't think about the benefits like vision, dental, and what have you, and yet it really helps, especially 401k. There's a
Yes.
lot of people that don't understand it so much, so they don't contribute as much.
Yes.
But yet, when they're older and they retire, it's going to be a lot if they put in a little more
Yes.
than what they're probably putting in now. Is that what you guys see as something that's a issue with the young workers?
Yes. I mean, I would suggest parents, um, family members stressing to their young adults that the 401k is going to benefit you in the long run, um, especially for an individual who is still living with their family, don't have to pay as much bills as if they would on their own. They could contribute more to the 401k. So then once it gets into the market, they can benefit from that increase. And also, after that 6 months, the nation does give you that 5%. They contribute on your behalf. And if you contribute on your own to the 401k,
let's say you're contributing 5%, the nation matches that 2.5%. So in the long run, after that 6 months, if you're contributing, the nation's contributing, you're actually getting that 7%.
Right.
Yeah, and it builds.
Right. And you also have the, the, the benefits when it comes to the what do you call that? That you have your own card. That's health for health.
Okay, so we do have Blue Cross Blue Shield, who is our medical provider, who is our carrier actually. Um, and then I do stress to individuals, especially who get care with the nation, that they do have that backup plan. We
Right.
do have those plans that don't require a deduction for your paycheck every pay date. So I do stress to them that you should enroll into a health plan as a backup.
Right.
Yes.
So a lot of people, a lot of young people, especially people that are just now starting work, sometimes they get confused with all these things
Yes.
that might benefit you
Mhm.
in your life, your kids or whatever when you're first starting out. So I really recommend
Mhm.
to call your office
Yes.
to talk to you guys about if they're having a little bit more trouble on this plan versus this plan, because we I can tell you
Mhm.
what plan you should follow.
Mhm.
I can tell you what plan you should follow, but that's for me
Yes.
at my age and how I am versus somebody else. They may be better in a smaller or a different type of plan,
Mhm.
or however the in network, out network. We hear all that, and it's like, oh, it's confusing. So I'm glad that the nation has somebody like you, so you can explain it to them. So thank you very much. As Era,
Yes, Era.
Era, Era is really San Carlos, right?
Yes,
San Carlos Apache. We had Apache Crown dancers yesterday at our event for St. Francis at the nursing home. It was awesome. I loved the acoustics under the tent. It was thunderous, and the drums that they were playing. It was awesome. It was awesome. But anyway, I think they came from your area. So cool. I know you probably haven't been home back
Yes, I have
since
not
a
been.
long time. So
I really enjoy the nation, so I'm happy to be here.
awesome.
And
Okay.
also in providing um, the benefits to the nation employees, and like I try to encourage everybody, don't hesitate to sit down with us, go through that benefit. Um, we can give you more information if you have questions about the benefits. We can also set an appointment to meet with you.
And your number is?
Our number is 520-383-6540. So you can ask for benefits or any of the sections, which include employment as well.
Okay. And go visit their booth. They have some stuff there too. They have another individual that's there, and they're doing a lot of the stuff with their booth.
Yes.
So.
And yeah, she can answer more questions about the employment portion of our human resources department.
And they have applications on site,
Yes, we do.
right? In paper.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So see there, you can fill it out there too. Send it in.
Yes.
All right. Well, it was
All
good
right.
talking to you. It's good to
Thank
meet you.
you.
If I haven't met you before, or if you're not my Facebook friend yet, but good to meet you.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, take it back to William and take the commercial. Thank you. Test, 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 test.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
It wasn't green. Again, we are here at the Kaijimuktash. We are Tonka Media. We are live on YouTube globally at Autumn Nursing Care Authority, Tonka TV, Tonka Space TV. We do this every week. We have a show that comes out and sends to the audience. And one of the reasons for this is that a lot of people at the nursing home, they don't get to go out as much. So we bring media or places like this, events like this, or news of the nation to the residents there. And we do it through YouTube. So there are a lot of people that are also watching us on YouTube. So you're global. And that's just what we do. My name is Isidro Lopez. I'm the community liaison for the Tonka, the Tohono O'odham Nursing Care Authority, and certainly our crew, William Oliveras, who is the IT manager, and Jean Hazen, Miss Packer fan, is the IT tech, and we have another guy that's with us, and some more people. We do videos. So anyway, we're not here to interview me. We're here to talk to you. Rio Ramirez, can you let us know what program you work for, what you do here on the nation, and what your booth is?
Okay. So again, my name is Rio Ramirez, and I work for the Family Preservation Program. So what we do is we offer curriculum. One of them is positive Indian parenting. Kind of sounds exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
How do we raise our kids positively, right? How do we build structure? How do we nurture them? How do we praise them? How do we communicate with our children that's in a really positive way? And with that curriculum, we do talk about traditionally how we do things, but we also talk about modern too, because not everybody does it traditionally or maybe has the tools to do it, but we still need to instill the same type of what is respect, all these different things that cross generations. The healthy relationships is exactly what it sounds like. Is what is a healthy relationship, right? Sometimes we don't even know what that is. So if we don't even know what it is, how can we be in one? So that one does talk about communication, problem solving, and then we do talk about it's not just being in an intimate relationship; it's all relationships. So it could be friendships, it could be between brothers and sisters, mom and dads, aunts and uncles, co-workers, bosses. Those are all relationships, and how do we navigate that? How do we determine if it's healthy for us or not? And then the other one is going to be the fatherhood and motherhood, and that's more geared towards oneself. When somebody wants to make a change, how do we do that? What is that even like? How do we plan? How do we vision? Are we teachable? Are we not teachable? What are the barriers? And so we really go into who that individual is, and then they can make that determination of who do they want to be. Continue doing what they're doing, or make a change and go forward. But it's up to them.
So, do you do any work with youth?
So we do have a youth group that we meet every Friday, but we're still trying to outreach more towards the schools. But we definitely think that this curriculum is for just any age group because it really is universal. So
Right.
it really is whoever needs it on the nation. Again, we're a self-referral program. Anybody can sign up. They can sign up and we'll start providing services.
So, what's the process of signing up?
So they would give us a call. We would also do an intake. So that would be the initial step. Do an intake. We ask a bunch of questions, but we really ask, what do you want from us? You don't have to take all the curriculum. You can just take healthy relationships or positive Indian parenting, or you could take it all. But we would ask you what you want, and then we kind of gear it towards the individual. So go ahead.
Does the individual have like, is it a year-long program, or is it a multi-year, or just however long somebody wants to stay in the program?
It's kind of however they want, how long they want to stay. So the positive Indian parenting is 8 sessions, so 8 weeks. The healthy relationships is also 8 weeks, and the fatherhood and motherhood is 12 weeks. But we have clients who have completed all the programs and they continue to change or stay and just kind of do it over and over. Sometimes to stay busy, sometimes to get more information. So we'll have clients that just stay in the program for years if they choose to. So there's no cutoff date. As long as they want to stay, they can stay with the program.
Is the application online, or do you just
No.
call?
So
You have to go to cells.
No, we can go out and do the intake.
Oh, okay.
So we provide transportation for all our clients for our group sessions, and then also we go out to where our clients are. So we've gone to Phoenix, Tucson, we'll go San
Oh.
Lucie, Casa Grande, managers. It really doesn't matter. A big part of my job is getting to where they are, because we don't want transportation to be a barrier in getting this information.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks. And they have a booth here, so if you want to go see their booth, he's set up there, and get your information from there or get an intake from there, right?
Yeah, just call us, set up an intake, or walk in and we can do an intake,
Okay.
and then we'll go from there.
And one thing that I noticed with Rio here is he has the old Broncos logo, that he has, and once I saw him, I was like, okay, this is a Bronco fan.
Yeah.
So
My middle son's named Bailey after Champ Bailey, which is my favorite Bronco player. So it goes deep into my.
So a little bit of football, and I know I don't want to get on Gene's head, but well, how do you throw Bo Nick? I mean, I like the guy. I like what he's doing. I might be not. I mean, he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
What do you see in the whole how the Broncos are going to do this year?
Well, I'm already a little surprised at how good we're doing this year because I thought he would take more time to develop. But this is a nod towards Peyton and his coaching and setting him up for success. But I do hope to see our offense expand as the year goes on, and give him more and more of a role as he's ready for it. But all that experience that Bo Nix had at Oregon, it really is showing right now because he's played a lot of football. So he's mentally there. I think he's getting used to the speed of the NFL, and so I'm liking it so far. He's better than I thought he was going to be in the beginning, so that's a good thing.
So every time the Broncos win on Facebook, I would add this whole. I've done it for a long time. It says "Boom Shakalaka," and it has the logo on there. And I'm always putting it on there. And I know people hate me, but I still do it anyway. A big Bronco fan. I was a John Elway fan.
Yep.
Way back then, and I've just stayed Broncos. And I know they went through a slump for a long time, but I'm a football fan overall. So if we have a pool there that
Yeah.
we do every week. We see who wins, and they get a prize at the end if they're the ones on top. I haven't won yet, but I'm always betting on the Broncos to win or lose.
One yet. Because we're still in that slump.
But we're
I'm
doing better.
realistic. We're doing better.
We're
You never
doing
know.
better, yes, and hopefully one day we'll go way to or the Peyton Manning
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Although I love all his commercials that's on there.
Is Peyton Manning or Peyton Manning?
But yeah. But anyway, thank you, Rio.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for coming. Again, if you want to see his booth, he's down there. You can visit him himself at the Family Preservation Office there. So, okay, so we'll take it back to commercial.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Thank you, go Broncos.
Yeah. Good luck this year. Love, you got another quarterback. That's three. Three
You
of
know
them you've
why?
had.
You know
Favre,
why?
Rodgers, and Love.
Do you know why? Because we sit our starting quarterback, that's why. He learns behind a veteran.
But I also think because there's nothing else to do out there,
how much we have Marion Cruz, who works with the Child Welfare Division at the Department of Health and Human Services. And just wanted to have you introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, credit card, all that stuff. Just kidding, I'm kidding. Um, but introduce yourself, let us know what you do, what your booth is, and what you guys are trying to do. I heard Dea say something about recruiting, so you can talk a little bit about all that stuff. So,
Okay, my name is Marian Cruz. I uh, currently reside in Acton, Arizona, on a thought out donation. I am a case manager with Child Welfare. I've been working there for about 7 years. I've been a case manager for the past 2.5. Um, and right now, our booth is just information. We're giving out information on our different programs that we have under child welfare, which is children's home, adolescent home, family preservation, the different programs that they offer, you know, how we help the parents with behavioral health and different areas that can, help better themselves to be better parents for their children. And we are recruiting for adolescent group home workers. We're in need of the workers. I think at children's home as well. We need a few more case managers. Um, Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it.
so the you said recruiting for adolescent home care workers, or
Yeah, the
is
group home workers.
okay?
They take care of the children in
Okay,
home. Mhm.
is that having to do anything with the building they're building in San Rosa boarding school? I mean, a day school?
That eventually they'll probably hire more because it's going to be a bigger facility. But right now, they're hiring just for the adolescent group that they have now.
And how many positions are they looking at?
Right now, I know as of three, I might say four
And case managers?
case managers, another two.
Okay, so that's five more positions, and
Yes.
you guys follow the same process with human resources, so people would have to apply there.
Yes, we do. We do the background check and everything else, the application, the interviews. So yeah, it's the same process.
So, what kind of person are you looking for? What experience should they have, if any?
If anything, a lot of family, family. What would you say?
That take
That
care of.
yeah, if you're into like families, taking care of your own family, you understand, you're patient, you're ready to deal with a variety of um, personalities. The kids, they can be some, are difficult. Some are very easy. The parents as well. They're both. Once you grow to be a certain way, you try to continue to live that way, not knowing that there's another way to go. But you can change.
And a lot of if all the positions are in cells, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
well, cells and adolescent is out on the west side, but the rest are in cells. Yeah.
is it at the San Simon Health Center
Yes.
complex?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if you're somebody that can help in taking care of kids or families and what have you, and uh, yeah, apply for this position so that you can help them out. They need three uh, workers and two case managers. Or did I flip that?
No, that's right.
Okay. All right. Well, we thank Marion for coming out and letting you know who what her program does or what their program does and who they need to apply for these positions. So thank you. We'll go ahead and go back to commercial with us.
Easy say action 9. 3 minutes.
I just took your picture, William, because my son, I sent him the link and he said it won't let me watch live due to the administrator restrictions.
1 minute.
I'll have to watch on my phone. So I said, that's the administrator.
All right, we need
I
to.
took a picture of you and I said, that's the administrator.
He's coming.
Easy Outdoors 40.
I know, I
Action
got it
12.
from Gene, so I sent him that one too. My son. I sent him the thing, and it said it wouldn't let him watch live due to the administrator restrictions. So I took a picture of William and I said, that's the administrator.
Yeah, so people are looking at it now. Oh, okay. All right, fine. No, don't move it. Tell me when you're ready. So again, we're out here at the Kaijmuk Tash today. Um, just talking to some people about the booths, what their information is, and what their booth is about. So you can probably hear the gospel just started, the gospel jam, some cool music. We have basketball behind us. It's nice out here. It's not hot, but I have Damascus Francisco here. He's from here in Kaijmuk, and I'll give it to him to introduce himself, say who he is, and what his booth is about, and we'll go from there. Okay, good morning or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You can probably click that on your.
I'll just hold it.
Okay.
Yeah, so my name is Damascus Francisco, and we have a booth here. We're kind of using the term Achamatam. We're doing a petition right now for, well, for one, the first thing that led us to do with the petition is after the last election, the felony conviction, that there's a criteria now for that. So what we wanted to do is remove that, because the more we looked into it, the more we found out that it violates the Constitution of the nation. You know, one of the Constitution says that allows to participate in activities of the nation. But with this criteria, if you have a felony, you can't participate in that activity. It also says in there, it doesn't mention anything about having a felony in the Constitution, and the ordinance says that it prevents it from that. So it contradicts it now. So that's why we want to remove it, to allow people to decide who they want to serve, to leave it for people to do that. The other part we're doing as well too on this petition is to do term limits for the nation's chair and the legislative council and the district chairs. 2 terms. So that's there's 4 years in a term, so that's 8 years that they could serve in that capacity. And it doesn't have to be consecutive. They can do a term and then maybe come back and do another term, or maybe they don't get reelected, but they still have another term to do. The other part of it is also to have them do a wait period. So let's say I'm the nation's chair, and then I do 2 terms, and I get out, then I'd have to wait 4 years before I can run for legislative council or the district chair. Same way with the district chair, they do 2 terms. They have to wait 4 years before they run for the nation's chair or legislative council. So there's a wait period, and so, like this last election, we saw. I guess I would use the current vice chair, our current Chair Sanders council. She just moved from the nation's vice chair and moved into the legislative chair. So this will kind of put a break between the two, you know. And so that way, and I think the term limits also give people other opportunities. Some people may have wanted to run, um, and maybe they just feel discouraged because they see the same people that are getting voted in. I also think that personally, I also think that it'll also kind of make the district councils a little stronger, because I think once they've run out of their options, I guess you could say, uh, and if they still want to be political, take a role political, they could always serve in the district council, and then I think they'll have a more voice, a bigger voice, a stronger voice.
So the so if you're district council, that doesn't apply to you, right? So
Yeah.
if you're a district council in some village, they can just stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm thinking about like the ones that are in the legislative
Right,
council
right.
as chairs, that they can come, if they want to be more involved, they could also serve in the district council.
Right. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then,
Okay.
and I think they look at it as being a nation's chair and maybe even on the legislative council, and they're now sitting on the district council. They could really advocate for the district in terms of what they should be able to do. And right now,
Right.
now they're not even thinking of it. Sitting at that level. They've been there for quite a while now.
So, um, what's your outreach been like? Were you gonna, if somebody wants to sign the petition, where do they? Obviously, they need to get a hold of you, but
Yeah.
where else are you going to be at so that they will know?
Yeah, we actually started about a month now. We've mainly been talking to family and acquaintances that we know that have been signing. But this is actually our first event that we're here. We do have a PowerPoint that we put together, and we're starting to go out to communities at this point. Tomorrow we're supposed to be in San Isidro community to do this PowerPoint and hopefully get some signatures there. On Thursday we'll be in Action community to do that community. Um, and right now we're just gonna kind of go by ear. But I guess if you know me, if you want to get a hold of me, that's fine. I don't know if can I give up my number?
Yeah, give me your number.
So my number is 520-759-0130. You can reach me there and let me know. I'll also let you know that from as part of the I always get that mixed up. Machamotham. It's myself, Tommy Carlos is from Gaaji, Mary Sam from Hikwan, Jessica Juan from Jason, Cody Juan from Stukdwa, Shirley Molina from Hikwan. So far, we've been doing this, and they've been getting us signatures in their area. But we're also willing to bring anybody else on board to help us. They want to help us circulate the petitions. We're required to get 300 signatures. We're aiming for a little more than that, like 600 signatures. And that's because the election board has really put us, they have some stringent criteria to meet to validate. Your name has to match exactly as it is on the voter registration. It has to be legible, and I know some people have really fancy handwriting. So probably if they can't read it, then they're not going to be able to say that that's a valid signature. So some of those things are things that we're trying to go beyond because like I said, some people don't really signature, yeah, and if they can't read it, then they're not going to count it. If you have your middle name, it's spelled out. They want it spelled out. If you don't spell it out, then they're not going to validate it. So there's a lot of things that they have in there. That was one of the things we talked about. Is like maybe maybe the next petition we do is to make it easier to validate the signatures because then it's really hard for to meet that criteria right now. So we're trying to go above 300 signatures right now. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give that opportunity for people that want to run another, to because I think that you need to think about where we're going in the future. People need that. There's a lot of educated people there. Yeah, so we need
keep the continuity going.
yeah, we need to hand the baton over to the newer generation.
The younger generation.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out. And again, Damascus and his group, and he named all of those individuals that are with him or they're going to be helping him. They're from a lot of the all over the nation. So if you know of any one of those names that he's named, you can call them up, get a hold of them. Damascus gave you his number. You can rewind it and get his number um, and then call him if you want him to come present or if you have an event that's out there that you want them to be at so that they can get signatures. They do have a petition here, so they have signatures that, I mean, you can put your signature on there. They're sitting here at Kaiji Muktash, so I'm sure they'll be out there in other events that are going to be coming in the nation from now until January.
Yeah.
So I wish you good luck. Thank you. And I always say if you want to change the law, then sometimes a lot of people have a lot of things that they want to do and they want to change, but nobody can just get up there and at least fill some signatures out or fill the petition out and actually do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have people that are going to be doing this for any amendment to the Constitution or any amendment to a change. It's always encouraged because it's the people that ultimately have the say in the end.
Right.
So yeah. So thank
Right.
you. Thank you very much. All right, we'll go back to commercial.
Are we in commercial?
Are we on? Again, just welcome. Again, just welcome you all to the Kaijimukpas. We're still out here. It's nice and beautiful today. It's not even hot. I have Ty with me, and he's going to introduce himself and tell you a little bit about his program and what they do. But I just wanted to comment on the nice weather we're having. I think we've entered into the time of the year where we're not going to see no more hundreds. Hopefully that might be good. And I'm sure you've probably been at different places where you put your boots up when it's really, really hot, and so give you some relief, if you will. So I'll go ahead and give it to Ty.
Hi there, I'm Ty Lopez. I work for the HIV STD prevention program for the nation. I've been there since 2008. We do have two other people. One is our supervisor, Christopher Cumbres, and then the other one is Janice Pablo. And we cover not just the main nation, but the Tucson, Phoenix. So the program provides HIV testing, and right now we're going to start doing rapid system testing. Um, and that's coming along this year too. So we're hoping to do that, and I'll probably be doing our web, which is usually on December 1st. Since December 1st is a Sunday, it'll probably be December 2nd this year. And so we also still do hepatitis C testing as well, and so we're still doing those things right now. And then also we do kind of still get around. We do like these health fairs sometimes when we get invited, basically. So the schedule kind of gets full real quick. But then also we're hoping to, well, this year we're supposed to do some testing in Mexico for our autumn in Mexico.
Right, right.
And so that will be sometime in December, and we'll probably be doing that. And then also, hopefully, we'll still have our December 1st program as well for testing. And right now, we're looking at other things coming up, which we know that we usually attend. And this is one of the events, and it's a great day so far. And it's a little bit cold this morning, but it's nice right now. And we also do we offer food for our clients at times when we get our PO, and it's usually $100, which is not much, but it's just to help them out.
Right.
And then also we do home visits where we go to their homes or we call them and see how they're doing. And we do transportation as well for our clients, um, either in Tucson or Phoenix. And we do have some that go to Phoenix and that aren't quite out yet. So, they feel comfortable going someplace further than Tucson because they're afraid, somebody might run into them and say, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
Right, right.
And so we kind of keep the confidentiality pretty well and maintain that as much as possible. We do a talking circle at least quarterly, uh, and we get some of our clients together that like to come out to talk about different things, like what's new in the HIV world, especially like with medication, because medication does change quite a bit, and in the injectable one now, instead of taking pills, this one will last for about 2 weeks, and then they have to get another injection. So basically, helps them out. And then also, just not that, but we do med deliveries. They just tell us when to pick up their medication, and we deliver. And we've been doing that for a very long time as well. Um, the supervisor, he's been in in the HIV program, like, not just in the nation, but he had native images in Tucson at one time, and so he was doing that. Um, and then, of course, like I said, with her, she came on not probably 2011 as well, and she's a she's very good about doing things and taking our time, instead of really money appointments. And so, and then with me, she ended up doing presentations, but I haven't done any for a while. Um, but we also have people that come in that want to be tested for some odd reason, and it doesn't make a difference. They can come in, and as long as there's several of us that test, so if they come in and they don't have an appointment, it's fine. We test them anyway.
And they do the testing right there at your office.
We do the testing right at our office or any place else. One time I did it in Tucson, literally, believe it or not, at a park, in the car.
Oh,
I mean, because we need a confidential place to give a result. And the person and they just
they want to do.
they didn't want to do it there. So
And the results come quick, or
about 15 to 20 minutes.
ah,
And so it also gives them time to ask us questions that may be uh, lingering for a while. And, they want to know certain things. And also, there's an initiative to push what we call, and PrEP is an HIV medication that you take until you find a special partner, um, and it's supposed to prevent you from getting HIV. And then there's this other thing called PR, PEP, and that's for like maybe you had a one night stand and you're just like, should I go in? Should I get tested? All the tests have to test with it with the baseline, and then you must have to get tested.
so the non-ordination healthcare some time back on legislative session said that the syphilis cases on the nation were on the rise. Do you know? Are they still on the rise, or have they plateaued?
Well, no, they're still on the rise, but we're seeing what we're seeing is more of what we call congenital syphilis, meaning mother to child. And it's just not on the nation, that's all over the United States.
Right, right.
And so with syphilis, it's just one of those that is hitting the United States again. So it's just not here on the nation or anyplace else, but we are seeing a rise in that. And that's treatable. So, I mean, it's not like it's a viral or something like that. You have to take life. So it can be treated. You can actually, it can go away in a sense, but then you'll also be tested when you do test for syphilis. It will show that you've been that you had syphilis once in your life,
Uh,
and so they'll continue to have those antibodies when they do testing. So, like when we do the rapid test, that's one of the questions we're going to have to ask if they have been tested positive for syphilis. Because if they have, then we can't do the rapid test on them because it's going to show up. Yes.
okay. Okay. And those testing are also confidential, so you can go to them or what have you.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, thank you. Is there anything else?
If you need to, anybody needs to be tested, they can contact us at Community Health. Our number is 420-383-6200.
Yes. Thank you, Ty. And Ty, as I remember him way back then when he first started there as a young kid. I remember, and I always acknowledge Marthelina Antone, who was there at the time and worked very hard on a lot of the issues that we face today as it relates to diseases and different HIV. I know she started with that. She was one nurse that really took that and went somewhere with it, and glad it's still going strong. and at least for prevention wise, trying to prevent HIV, AIDS, syphilis, or what have you. Trying to make sure that the nation is aware that these are out there, and I'm glad that medicine has evolved since
Yes.
then. So a lot of the testing back there can now be done, with you doing it, or more easier results come back
Yeah,
quicker.
and the other thing too is that they can actually request a test by mail and then send it in results as well. Um, we don't do that. We did find out that sometimes it is a little bit harder because of PO boxes, and since we have these PO boxes here, nobody really has a street address, so it can deter a little bit. So far, I ended up doing spending off for one, and I got one in my PO box,
Yeah.
and it kind of gives you the steps that you need to take.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Thank you for coming. And your booth is right down there at the end. So if you haven't stopped by Kaijamuktash, you can certainly go over there and see them, and they'll be here for a while. Okay. So thank you. We'll go ahead and take it back to commercial.
Testing, testing.
Hey, Sharon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll message you too. Okay. Can you hear me? Thank you, William. Can you hear me? All right, we're good. We're good to go. Hey, we're out here, Tonka Media out here at the Kaizuma again. There's events that they're having. Band is gonna start pretty soon with the band jam, so they're getting ready to drown out our sound. So we're gonna bring it up here pretty soon, but that's okay. So how much today we have? Well, I'll let her introduce herself. And this lady has been working probably a lot of booths. I've seen her everywhere. She's on Facebook too. She can tell you her Facebook channel and other channels she may have. But I'll let her introduce herself, where she's from, and what she's doing, what she does.
Hello, my name is Erica Oliver, and I'm from Akchin over by Maricopa. I have T-shirts that I sell. We have we sell on T-shirts, hoodies, little onesies, hats, and my bestie is going to be here shortly. She has beaded jewelry, and yes, I do go to different events. I keep it local. I don't have a website, unfortunately, but I try to stay within the area, and I come wherever there is. If there's an event, and I'll make it a point to come out. But we do have T-shirts, and those are 20 for any size. Hooded sweatshirts, those are 40. And you can reach me. My number is 520-858-6913. Feel free to text me and or call me and let me know if you're interested in something. I can always ship something out to you, and just paying for the shipping charge. And so I've done business that way. I do post occasionally on Facebook, but again, I don't have a website. I just set up locally here and there at different events. So thank you.
Okay, so you have a lot of the. I see your design work is a lot with the man in the maze. Do you stick with that particular design?
I actually just recently started doing the Man in the Maze because I know I started with my designs. I literally started back in 2008. I started my own business, and I started with just 5 designs. And like this is one of my originals. And hold it up. So this is old school. Old school is one of my original designs that I started with back in 2008. Started with just 5 designs. Now I have approximately maybe almost 20 different designs, but it's hard to keep up my inventory. So just different events when I come out, I make it a point to add more inventory. And so if anybody has been with me from the start, I also have Res Life. I started out with Res Life, and it was a different Res Life design, but this is more. We did a different take on it, and I do want to share a story when I first started out. that I was selling at an event, I believe in Salt River, and I had a lady. She was, I could tell she was, educated. She was professional, and she was coming around looking at my designs, my 5 designs, mind you. And she saw Res Life, and she kind of snubbed her nose at Res Life, and she said it was more like it cast a bad shadow on Native Americans, us. But I told her that everybody has their own perception of a design when you see it. For me, when you see Res Life and then you got Smile Now, Cry Later, there's, it's, to me, it's like your ups and downs in life, just anything, and it's what you make of it. So you can look at it in a negative aspect or positive. It's how you see it. It's your perception.
Right.
So that's something I always remember when I first started out, and I see a lot of artists who come to me and they tell me they're very talented artists who would like to do the same thing, and I let them know, whenever you're ready, reach out to me and I'll help you, just how somebody helped me when I got started. And unfortunately, it just comes to that. Like, they never take that extra step. But I encourage anyone who's interested in stepping out, and we got a lot of talent here, and and so me, I also want to be that encouragement, that voice of encouragement, rather than put someone down for your designs and like it's casting a bad shadow on it. But that's art. Art is what you make it, and art is what you how you see it, how you perceive it. So that's a story I've always wanted to share.
Awesome. Well, it's going to stay on YouTube forever. And as I said, Erica's been everywhere. Again, her phone number, you can rewind the tape and get her phone number. I know there's a lot of events on the nation. I know Hikiwan District Days is coming up. Yeah, so you're probably over there too. So I see her around at every. She has a lot of stuff, and it's an interesting story how people get started. But you're right. That is one thing that the people just need to do. Is there's a lot of talent, but people just need to commit themselves to it and jumpstart something like this. And it's rewarding. Rewarding when you're be able to create your own art and you create your own designs and whatever you say. I commend you for continuously keeping this up and going. And again, she's on Facebook, so she has new design work there too as well. So we wish you really good luck. I know you do a lot. So thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for being here. All right,
Yes.
awesome. We're gonna go over to the next booth over here. Um, so can you come on this side? That's fine. That's fine. A lot of people speak Spanish too, so if you want to do it in English and Spanish, that's good. Okay. So your name is
Elvia,
Elvia, and you're from
Mexico,
Mexico. Where in Mexico?
Oaxaca,
Oh, okay.
Oaxaca.
Where's it? So
South of Mexico.
south of Mexico City? Oh, way down there.
Yeah.
Okay. So she has a lot of these designs, the dolls that you see here. So she has a lot of that. She has a lot of these little design work here, and a lot of the jewelry. Can you tell them who you are and like what this is and
I sell films, lip gloss, and jewelry, joyería,
uh
and beauty stuff,
mhm.
flashes.
And how long you're gonna be here? How long here today?
Today, like 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself in Spanish and what your booth?
Oh, yo vendo perfumes, joyerías, carritos, cosas curiosas para los niños.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So he's our Spanish speaker, so I'll have him come over here. Can you ask her? Can you ask her to introduce like where she started and what this came about? ¿Nos puedes contar cómo empezaste, cómo todo esto sucedió?
Pues yo más o menos llevo como 10 años vendiendo estas cosas, pero son cosas diferentes cada vez. Primero empecé con juguetes, luego peluches, luego joyería, y ahora estoy con los perfumes y lip gloss.
So she started about 10 years. She sells different things. She started with toys, perfumes and jewelry and all these other things. Be anywhere else in the nation setting up? In the next few weeks? ¿Vas a estar en algún lugar en la nación vendiendo esto en las siguientes semanas?
Creo que voy a estar en Hikiwan
Ah, Kikiwan.
la siguiente semana, pero siempre estoy casi en la mayoría de las reservas.
Hikiwan next week, and she always go to the most of the reservations. Okay. Okay. So gracias. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. And that's gonna do it here for Tonka Media. I want to thank everybody for watching us on YouTube. We're gonna rewind this later on so you can see it again. You can certainly see the basketball is having here. Like I said, the band jam is gonna start here very soon. We also have the gospel choir that's going to be having the gospel out here. We have some people here wanting to wave. That's good. A lot of the kids having a good time here. We have the gospel across the road that's going to be going on. It's going to go for a couple hours, and we have the rodeo that's also going to start out there. It's supposed to start at 1 o'clock. So come on, enjoy yourself. Come and watch the rodeo. Listen to a lot of the stuff. They don't have the mud volleyball this today, but if you're around in the area and you're hungry and you want something to eat, and there's some booths here that are also selling food. Okay, so this is Tonka Media. We're signing out. YouTube channel. If you ever want to find us, go to YouTube, touch Tonka-TV. This video will be up, and all our videos in the past that will be up too. If you want to see that. But thank you very much. I want to thank Gene, William for being here. Also doing a lot of this stuff. Go Broncos. Okay, we'll see you next time. We'll clear it out. We'll clear it out. Bye bye.